So this has already answered just few minutes back. So it may take another 12 to 18 months in terms of, fully loading the plant. And when I say fully loading, it is generally, 85-90% loading. And after that, the game is different, in terms of reaching 90% plus loading, you have to work very extensively on the technical side with the furnace, and that gives the best efficiency. So right now we are looking at, engaging with the customers, building their, long-term requirements, whatever they want, and also meeting their criteria, what all they look for, both international and domestic customers.
Understood. Are we in any plans to add more capacity on the specialized side right now, or will we still wait till we reach optimum utilization over here?
So we are keeping it open as such. We'll wait until once we fully load it, and this is a big opportunity, but we'll unfold piece by piece. So nothing as such which is approved by the board right now for the further expansion on this. So as and when the board takes a call, then, but we keep evaluating various options.
Understood. And just lastly, I missed the part of additional debottlenecking capacity that is coming in. So did we put a figure to it? What would be the debottleneck capacity?
Rajesh?
It is close to around 100 tons. It may not be 100 tons, but it can be anywhere between 80 to 85 tons per day.
Understood. Thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Niharika from Equitas Investment. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you for the opportunity. So my question is regarding the capex. So what amount have we targeted for FY25? And this is including the debottlenecking which we were just talking about.
So I think next year we should spend somewhere around 150 crores plus, around 150 crores, primarily on the relining and the expansion, and there would be some other capexes which are linked to further building up the efficiencies. So, the overall capex can be ranging around, 125 to 150 crores around. This is based on the scenario today. If we take anything further, because you've asked a question for financial year 24-25, so I'm answering it today based on the approvals which we have from the board today.
Okay, yeah, got it. And for this furnace 3, I believe will be shut for relining. So tentatively, how many days would the shutdown be for?
75 days.
And this we are planning to take in quarter 2 of FY25?
Maybe quarter 3. Yeah.
Okay. And so I think that you have explained this, but just to get clarity that when we say that 30% of our sales would be formula based, so I believe with soda ash prices going down.
No. I'm not saying. I say 70%, 60 to 70 can be formula based.
Okay. And the rest would be benchmark to what exact index as in?
Market conditions.
No, so.
Market negotiations and conditions.
I couldn't hear you, sorry.
So balance 30-40% is linked to market negotiation and conditions, that how much is the product demand supply. So we negotiate on the spot and then, we agree on the price. These are not large quantity contracts, these are small quantity contracts.
So this 30-35%, if it is spot, so ideally my realizations for the quarter would have been good because my raw material prices were suppressed, the soda ash. So is my understanding correct?
Yeah, but
can you repeat?
But I take your this thing. It is like this. But your next question I will not be able to answer. Now you want me to decipher on the spot prices, EBITDA per ton, and that will not diverge. Because
I just want to clear my understanding that if it is 30 to 35% is spot, then ideally realizations would have been good, considering the soda ash prices are going down.
No, let me answer you in this. When we say there is a formula-based pricing, so there is a mechanism of calculation and it can go up. But when we say it is non-formula based, that doesn't mean that we are going to get a better price or a worse price. It depends purely on the demand-supply scenario of the glass at that particular moment. In some moment, you can have a better price than the formula price. Sometimes you can get a worse price than the formula price. It all depends upon the condition at that time.
Okay.
And then there is a continuous qualitative debottlenecking also. So we are entering into high-end products. We are entering into value-added products, premiumized products. So all those things we are entering by debottlenecking our manufacturing capabilities. So that can give us the edge over the others to cater some specialized products in that category. Then you are entering not only the type of the product, then you are also entering in the so many other areas like warehousing, delivery on time. So many more things are there, which can give you the better realization or results for the bottom line.
Okay. And my last question on the soda ash, some insight on Red Sea, on the supply coming up, because I believe Europe demand is going down. So some insight that where do you feel the market is for soda ash?
See, soda ash is produced globally. Soda ash is imported. Soda ash is local also. Soda ash is also coming from China, and soda ash is also coming from Africa. So Red Sea will get affected if the soda ash is coming from Turkey or Europe, and maybe partly from the this thing. If the soda ash is on the west coast of America, so it can come through the other channel through the Japan side, which will not affect the Red Sea area. So again, it depends from where we are buying or which one is cheaper. So right now, yes, because of the Red Sea, there is an issue. There is an impact also on the prices part. But then there are other countervailing factors which are keeping the things intact. So I think there is not a much impact on us as such. And we are taking various type of, solutions to keep the things going at a lowest cost.
So we have suppliers in place even there if there is...
Oh, yeah. No problem at all. No problem. We have enough supplies.
Yeah, that was it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Siddharth from Trust Investment. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hello. Hi, sir. Congratulations on the good set. Just clarity.
Sorry, sir, you're not audible.
Capacity is around 4,000 tons per day. Is it fine now?
Yes.
Yeah. So, congratulations on the good set of numbers. Actually, I joined the just some clarity that if you get the HG fund.
We are unable to hear, sir. Your voice is breaking.
Just give me a second. Is it better?
Yeah, it's better now, sir.
Yeah. So basically, my question was regarding the HNG plant. The current capacity is 4,000 tons. And suppose if we get that plant after all the approvals and all, so what is that quantity capacity that we need to sell off for the CCI? And is there any capacity that we need to sell before getting it on our books?
So we have got the CCI approval, and there are subset of conditions under the CCI approval.
Yeah.
I would request that if you can visit the CCI website, and because it's a very large order ranging around, I think, 70-80 pages. So most of your questions will be answered there. So we'd resist giving a response from our side because many of the data which is relating to this acquisitions are confidential in nature as per the the offer document, and we are constrained to not talk about the same.
Okay. Oh. That be for my side and all this.
You can get the CCI order on the CCI website. That will help you, please.
Yeah, fine. I'll go through it. Thank you and all the best. That's it from my side.
Thank you. A reminder to all participants, you may press star and 1 to ask question. The next question is from the line of Pramod Dangi from Unifi Investment. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks again. But just a bookkeeping question on the employee cost and the operating cost. If I look at the last calendar year 2022, our employee cost was in the range of around 40 crore rupees per quarter, which is for the last 5 quarters is now increased to 50 crore rupees a quarter. So is it a new base or are we going to have some more adjustment as we go ahead in the base rate of the employee cost?
So Rajesh? Rajesh, you are there? I'll take your question.
Oh, sorry.
If you see changes in the overall structure, initially there was a team for a commercial glass, commercial container glass. So from 1st January 2023, the 154-ton high-end furnace has come into the picture. The full benefits in terms of the sales are yet to be realized, but the selling a high-end furnace and a high-end product and the low-end products require a different expertise. So we have few subset of people who are distinct. So as a result of which it is there, and also due to the fact that there are natural increments when you work in an industry when you are performing good. So this is a combination of few factors like that.
Okay. So since now for the last 4 quarters or the 5 quarters, it is almost 50 crore rupees per quarter. So it will go with the inflationary pressure to the 55, 60, or it will remain at the 39, 50 on the current capacity. That's what we want to understand.
Too minute a question, to answer, like will it be 50? Because here we can give a broad guidance. We can't.
Broadly. Yeah. Same thing for operating cost also, because we see that the operating cost went from 100 crore rupees to 120, 125 for the last 2 quarters.
So I can answer your question in a way that there are some natural increases in the cost which are inflation-led. So while creating your business model, you please build those inflationary costs into it. Because it's very, very difficult for any organization to give an answer like what will be the exact manpower cost next year. Because it's contingent on so many factors, which are linked to business strategy and also business operations control.
I understand it. Okay, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Miraj from Arihant Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity again. Sir, I just had one more question regarding the acquisition. So recently we were reading about the news that SBI is looking to sell its part of its loan to an ARC. If that happens, will it anyway hamper the current proceedings or the acquisition through NCLT? Would there be any change in that?
What I can do is, the loan is being, this is a public news. I think SBI is trying to sell their share in the target asset. We feel that there shouldn't be any change because COC has already voted us and application is already pending before NCLT. But there can always be ifs and buts to anything. But giving a firm answer, you have to talk to a legal guy in a sense, like what can be the ramifications. But internally, we feel, that's our gut feel, that this should not impact anything.
Understood. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Niharika from Equitas Investment. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you again. Just a small clarification. I wanted that the furnace 3, which we are saying that will be shut for relining, the capacity of this furnace is how much?
Right now the capacity is 275, operating at 250. So it can be close to around 340.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Amnish Agarwal from Prabhudas Lilladher Private Limited. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi sir. Thanks for the opportunity. In the last Concall, you had indicated that you were chosen under the NCLT to buy out the HNG facilities, but the same has been challenged in the court. So any update on the same, and has that issue been resolved?
No, it is still pending before the Supreme Court, and Honorable Supreme Court and Honorable Judges are yet to decide on it.
Okay, so any timeline or anything by when it could be decided?
No, very difficult to comment on the court proceeding timelines. It can happen, in next 1 week, or it may take a, longer time also.
Okay. And the second question is that, for example, our margins have been improving steadily over the past few quarters. On a structural basis, in a steady state, where do you think the margin should stabilize?
So we have already given a guidance that margin ranges, don't look at quarter to quarter, because it's very difficult to, justify anybody on a quarter to quarter basis. But medium to long term, we feel EBITDA margins ranging 21-23%. based on the current market conditions, they are justifiable margins that way.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Chandresh Malpani from Niveshaay Investment. Please go ahead.
So thank you for the follow-up. Sir, in the interview today, you said that we have moderated the guidance from 15 to 18% to 12 to 13% for the current year. So how about the next year? So is it primarily dependent on HNG's acquisition that we will be growing because our debottlenecking is coming in Q3 FY25, and that will also result in some revenue loss? So any comments on the growth side?
So basically, we have answered this question that HNG today has a sufficient capacity, and it doesn't make any justification for anybody to build up additional capacities today, because these are very costly, activities in terms of very capital-intensive procedures. So although there has been a delay, which is there in terms of the acquisition of HNG, but we are ready to acquire anytime once the court approves it. But it's very natural that whatever time the court takes, we have to take it. We are moving in a strategic manner. We are not moving in an ad hoc manner here. Ad hoc manner would have been that we start setting up our own greenfield projects, pending this. So we are moving on a strategic path, and in a strategic path, if there is a delay, you have to bear with that delay as such. Because the long term, it's all linked to the long-term plan rather than a short-term ad hoc plans. In terms of short-term things, we are doing a number of things. Mr. Khosla has already spoken about it.
Yeah.
Debottleneck, take up, higher throughput. So all these strategies are also leading to, advent of many other byproduct thoughts, which will enhance our capacities and the capacity utilizations.
Okay, sir. Thank you. This helps.
Thank you.
Thank you. As that was the last question, I would now like to hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
I thank everybody who is there on the call today and asking questions. A few of the questions we may not have been able to answer, and our apologies for the same, because there are constraints in the various confidentialities which are relating to the acquisition. But definitely we feel that once we have court orders and all the things in place, we are ready to move very, very fast in terms of acquiring the asset and taking control of it. Thank you very much. Thanks again.
Thank you. On behalf of Dolat Capital, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.